Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Star Agent Starco Gaming here with another Marvel Future Fight video. Guys, make sure to check the description below the video for the links to our giveaway, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel or you cannot win, guys. Plus, it shows how much you guys enjoy the content on the channel when you sub and like the content. So guys, today we're going to talk about Tier 2 Juggernaut, the unstoppable Juggernaut, guys. This guy is amazing. This guy blow my mind, guys. Honestly, I was not expecting too much from this guy. I was like, okay, Juggernaut is coming. It's gonna be another failure, like when they brought Colossus before the uniform, that kind of stuff. And I was like, I'm not really interested. Then I started to play him, and I'm like, oh damn, he's good. Then I got into tier 2, and I was like, oh freaking damn, he is amazing, man. This guy is a total beast monster, guy. So basically, this guy is what the Hulk should be in Marvel Future Fight, or what the Hulk should be in any goddamn games from Marvel Universe, guys. So this guy is a total beast. So what game mode this guy is actually amazing in? Well, we have Shadowland. This guy, even with a defensive build, can clear up to about stage 60 in Shadowland, and with a good offensive build, at least stage 80 without Crown. So this guy is a total monster for Shadowland. Now, Wallboss Ultimate. How this guy perform in Wallboss Ultimate? Well, it's actually quite surprising, guys. I went with Proxima stage 30 without a pros, guys, with a CTP a refinement, so a full defensive obelisk, guys, and I destroy stage 30 Proxima. Destroy it, man. I haven't, just to show it how strong his defense is, I haven't stood in some of the burst damage that Proxima does, and I just stood there and I kept hitting the boss, and he won't even die, man. He is a total monster to survive and do damage, and his damage output was actually quite crazy for somebody with a defensive build, to be honest. And then because of that amazing defense he has, obviously he is a monster for Alien Conquest. But Drax lead with this guy and the Saber-Tooth team up, oh my god, it's gonna take a lot of damage to bring that team down. I can guarantee you. Yes, Drax is gonna die easy, but the other two, oh my god, they are gonna be very, very hard to kill. That's actually a very strong team, guys. In Alien Conquest, this guy, I'll say, is probably a top 30 character, in my opinion. With a well PvP build, I can see this guy to be a top 30 character in the game in Alien Conquest, guy. Timeline battle, not so much, because it's all about metas in timeline battle, and he is not a meta. Giant boss raid, with a pros, I think he could actually do some serious damage in giant boss raid. I think that the best obelisk on him will actually be CTP of Rage if you really want to go with the optimal. And I think he could actually solo giant boss raid with that kind of obelisk, but I personally prefer to build this guy for PvP. I'm not a big PvP fan, but he's just so awesome in PvP. I got to test him at tier 1 in Alien Conquest yesterday, and he's just destroy a tier 2 team by himself. So even at tier 1 he was able to do that. That just shows how powerful this guy is in PvP and PvE, guys. So what we're gonna do here, guys, before we jump to the gameplay section, we're gonna check my build, and I'm trying to give you some recommendation on how to build them, guys. Then we're gonna jump to the gameplay, which include Wallboss Alternate Proxima Stage 30, friendly PvP battle with my good fellow YouTuber and friend Luke Marquis. By the way, guys, if you speak Portuguese, make sure to subscribe to his channel. I picked him for a friendly battle because he had a Juggernaut set on his team, so we made a Juggernaut versus Juggernaut video section in this video. That's actually pretty cool. And then we're gonna have a story mode, the 13-1 on autoplay, just to see how without a pros this guy actually perform on autoplay with a dumb ass AI playing him, which is actually not that good because dumbass AI doesn't use, well, at least in story mode, not in AC, but in story mode, doesn't use his second skill to actually do the accumulation damage and pretty much help him do all his damage. So that's kind of shitty for that, but still survivability is all there. So let's go with my stats here, guys. Stats. We have max skill cooldown, max ignore defense, 50,000 HP, 186% recovery rate, 15,717 physical attack, attack speed very low, 116%, critical damage 151%, critical rate 31%. He gets 3 special ability, he gets Pure Evil that increase damage dealt to superhero type character by 4%. He gets durability that increases defense by 5%, and he gets strong that increases his physical attack by 3%. Now, if we look at the gear, gear is level 20, characters is still level 60. We're running with 2 physical attack and 2 HP hero per gear, and 1 critical rate hero per gear. Not all my gear is awakened. I got, let's go take a quick look here. Fully awakened, 4 slot awakened, and 4 slot awakened. And I could use some better hero for physical attack, that's for sure, and critical rate. But overall, he's doing pretty good with his. It is Yuru that are set up right now. It's all about bringing his HP as high as possible and his physical attack as high as possible with my current build because I get the extra damage from accumulated damage, which is based on max HP mostly. If we look at his easel set, is running with overdrive set bonus stage 6 in effect, so we are getting. That's not where I want to go. I just want to go there. There we go. So we're getting 8.5% all attack, 8.5% all defense, critical rate 8.5%, critical damage 8.5%, ignore defense 8.1%, and 12% chance when attacking, plus 20% increase of all attack for 20 seconds with a cooldown time of 60 seconds. Obviously, with my current build, is actually not the best obelisk, but I did not have the goal to actually go for. I think it's. Hold on. I just want to make sure I'm not saying the wrong thing. I don't know if it's between binary power or the other one. I think it's drastic density enhancement that's better. Yeah, drastic density enhancement is actually the optimal easel set for him if you go with my current build that I got set up on it. That all attack max HP is very huge for him, and that shield just more survivability. But I roll overdrive like within 20 rolls if I'm not mistaken, so I just say, oh screw that. I'm keeping that. I don't have enough code to actually roll for something better. Now if we go with custom gear. Custom gear, if you build them for PvP or defensively wise, you want to go with either CTP of regeneration or CTP of refinement, guys. Personally, I got CTP of refinement, and actually a pretty damn strong one. Yes, the max HP is not, it's not as I want it to be, but still pretty good. We got the 1 HP is below 50% applied to self, guards against hits, a 6 hit, and 20% recovery on max HP with almost 200% recovery rate. That gives me about 35% of recovery on max HP when I actually press, so it's actually pretty damn good. So that's pretty much my stats on this guy. Now if we look at his skills, tier 2 passive, it's pretty much the healing factor almost. Activation rate when HP is below 99% applied to self, 3.5% recovery on max HP per second, and acquiring the following effect for 1 second activation rate when HP is below 50%, 12% increase of all attack, all speed increased by 2.5%, critical rate by 12%, remove incapacitation. So if you're stunned, you get under 50%, you're not stunned anymore. Has a cooldown of 5 seconds and 100% chance to become immune to mind damage. If you're fighting a Scarlet Witch and you actually go under 50%, well, she cannot target you with mind damage anymore. So it's very useful. It's actually quite a good tier 2 passive, to be honest, and it's similar to Healing Factor, but unique in its own way still. Then we have the tier 1 passive here, guys. Crimson Cosmos Armor applied to self. decrease all damage received by 25%, and get super armor and all defense plus 5%, so it doesn't need immunity to guard break in most situations. His leadership is actually not that bad for PvP. Increase all, well, 50% increase of all defense, but if you face something that people that have maxing or defense, that doesn't matter too much. Then we have his skills. Most important skills, guys, is the second skill. Not only you get immunity to all damage for 5 seconds, but you accumulate 150% of true damage regardless of defense and dodge rate stats. The total true damage accumulated cannot exceed 10% of HP. And that's where HP is really important, guys, because the more HP you have and the higher that true damage can actually go and do so much damage, that because that buff stay there for 10 seconds. So you always have that true damage accumulation going on your character, so he always does extra damage. Unless you're like 10 seconds without taking damage, then you're not gonna get a buff, but other than that, you always get a crazy buff. Also, increase attack by 10% for each 1% of damage taken. So it's a lot of extra physical attack. So it's really, really, really important, guys, to use that skill at least once every 10 seconds. Obviously, you want to use it on cooldown, which if you have max skill cooldown is going to be 7.5 seconds. Very, very important. This is the most important skill on this guy because that's where you get like 90% of this damage to prepare for the other skills. You have that skill, then you have the other skills. Yeah, the skills that will pretty much get you guards against it, and a skill actually keep happen and you can move with it. It's actually a charging skills, does quite a good amount of damage. Then you have the fourth skill. A fourth skill is pretty much you're going to reduce the attack of the enemies. I'm still not sure if it works on wall boss. I did not pay much attention, but 30% decrease of all attack. Apply that on AC team, and man, that's a lot of damage reduction. Then you have the fifth skill. Fifth skill is the highest damaging ability plus, guys. It apply all defense down, decrease of all defense, and stack up to 50%. So that is amazing, guys. At the end of that skill, the damage just go higher and higher and higher. So with that and the accumulated damage from the second skill, that gives him so much damage even without frost. It's ridiculous, guys. It's seriously ridiculous. Like I said, put a CTP of rage on this guy, it's just going to be crazy. I think you could even get up to Proxima stage 50 in my personal opinion. Then we have the first skill. First skill doesn't do much. First skill is more like a Shadowland skill where you can actually stun the targets, you know, if you need to increase your survivability or just keep them grouped together, you can use that first skills. But in game modes like Wall Boss Ultimate, you are not really going to use that skill. So guys, overall, this guy is ridiculously strong. One of the strongest combat character in the game as for right now for Shadowland and Wall Boss Ultimate. Really one of the strongest one. If you can afford to get that BO sub, I highly recommend you to get this guy and get him to tier 2 and build him properly, guys, because you're gonna have a lot of fun with this guy, that's for sure. Now with that said, guys, we're gonna move to the gameplay section again. Repeat what we're going through with the gameplay section. Wall Boss Ultimate Proxima stage 30. We have a friendly battle against Luc Marquis, my fellow YouTuber, Juggernaut versus Juggernaut, and we have story mode on autoplay, story mode 13.1, the Black Panther story mode, guys. So that's pretty much what we have in gameplay coming, guys. On that, Star Agent Starco Gaming is out.
Time better come correct. Ain't playing at your best, then you will get left. the boy from the booger, don't know me, then look at I be in the clouds. Too full of Henny, I drink and I drown.